If you're someone that's new to OpenClaw, here's some of the biggest mistakes you might make that could cost you thousands of dollars or leak your personal information. OpenClaw is obviously a free software, but to keep it running, you have to spend API tokens, which you get from big AI companies like ChatGPT or Anthropic, or even smaller companies that provide APIs for cheaper. Now, each action your OpenClaw agent makes should only cost a few cents, but if it's misconfigured, you might spend hundreds of dollars throughout the span of a day without even realizing it. That's why it's extremely important to constantly check your API usage from whatever AI company you got the API from. You can also talk to your AI agent to see how it's spending its tokens, but the most effective way is to just check the usage on your API dashboard. I use ChatGPT as my main API provider, and as you can see, all I did was put $20 into it and I've only used 7 cents. You can also give OpenClaw certain rate limits on how much you want to spend per task. Now, for safety precautions, if you're new and you don't want any information leaked, you can buy something like a Mac Mini that's completely fresh without any of your information on it, or do a factory reset on a computer you already own so none of your information is on it. The only thing is you want to dedicate that machine to only running OpenClaw, because once you install OpenClaw, it has access to every single file and every single piece of information on that computer. The only other option is to set up a VPS, and you might hear a lot of people say this is the safest and easiest option. And a VPS is pretty much a server you rent to run OpenClaw on. So it's a different machine you don't actually own, but it's separate from the computer you're working on. But the truth is, if you're a beginner, you're probably not going to understand the security risks and the language they're using in order to set it up correctly. On top of that, you still have to pay a monthly fee for the VPS, then spend hours learning how to set it up properly before you actually set it up yourself. So if you're new and you don't mind spending a little bit of money, I have a video going over other alternatives to the Mac Mini, since it's around $600 brand new, and there's other things out there that are just as good for $150 or less.